JLaw checking in with you. I got one of the most famous people in the world, DJ 270. Appreciate you again.
Damn.
And we're welcoming in the studio tonight, Kell from PG.
Yes, sir.
My man you're showing nail techs, you're showing vintage shops, collectibles, and you making your own music. So, man, congratulations to you, because you multi-talented dude putting in a hell of a lot of work. Somebody like me that understands it, I can appreciate the amount of time you're putting in. So thanks for being here.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me, honestly. Like, that means the world to me, just to be up in here and just be able to communicate with y'all, communicate with the people over the screen, all of that. You feel me? It's fire, man. Thank y'all so much.
There's a lot we got to cover, man. Like JLaw was saying, from the music to the nail techs to photography, videography, man. You all over the place. So at least when I met you, man, I met you in Washington, D.C. when I was on tour, and you took a film photo of me, and you were also shooting VHS at the show.
Wow.
And I knew nothing about the nail techs, the thrifting. Just let's start from there. So
I mean, so pretty much I remember we met at the Songbird DC, right? And
Songbird,
then like basically y'all had a concert out there and stuff like that, and I was like, I bet, boom, I'm finna pop out. I didn't even know you was DJing, right?
Yeah,
and
we didn't know each other at the time.
I didn't even know you was from Maryland, you feel me? So I remember you got on the mic, you was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm from Maryland, this and that. I'm like, nigga, this nigga from Maryland, and he out here DJing and all that. I'm like, damn, I bet.
You rep Maryland like that when you were away? That's good to know.
I was in DC, so I had to let him know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tight shit.
All right.
So like he started repping Maryland, and then he was like, his name is DJ 270. Your name is DJ 270 and all that, right? And I'm like, I bet. So like I pulled up with my film camera. I was like, I'm about to go ahead and take some pictures, be in the mosh pits, do all of that.
At that point in time, was you like photo video full time, or was that just a side hustle?
It was like a side hustle, because like I always looked up to people like Gunna Starr. Gunna Starr. I looked up to people like Life with Uzi. Life with Uzi had the VHS camera, and like I remember seeing him back in like 2013. I'm like, nigga, this is fire, bro. And then I went to my living room. I found my dad's like VHS camera, and I just took that with me everywhere I went.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to my dad.
VHS
for real.
sitting around. That's crazy.
Type shit. And then the film camera, I'll go to thrift stores and I'll just steal film cameras, because I like paid attention to Gunna Starr. And I was like, bro, this shit's fire. So like, yeah, bro. When I met
you, that you was stealing.
I was stealing.
That's crazy.
Oh, man, hold up, man.
We
got to run that back.
He was supposed to do a review in here, and I'm canceling now, man. Something going on. You're missing.
Hey,
we got to run that back.
He didn't mean it like that. He meant getting them for a steal.
I was getting it for I was getting it for a nice deal. You feel me? So like, yeah, I was pulling up, boom, did my thing, and then like, dude, I was just doing film photography, but like, I was really doing that shit, doing my music shit, and it just merged together, because rappers, they want videos and rappers want photos. So like, that's how I got connected with a lot of rappers, a lot of artists, and I was pushing out my music at the same time, and it just worked.
Are you still doing photo and video stuff?
Nah, actually, I'm about to go to this one concert with this one artist named Laguni Chunga. She's fire as fuck. She's like a Latin artist and all that. Her shit's amazing. So basically I hit her up. I was like, yo, like, let's tap in on some shit. And she was like, I was like, shit, I got a camera. Like, shit, if I pull up to your show, I can record some shit for you. And then after that, like, yeah, so it's literally about to happen tomorrow. So like, I'm about to be,
wow.
Yeah.
And you shooting VHS and film tomorrow?
Yeah, VHS, yeah.
Man, because so you took a film photo of me.
Yeah.
And I looked at your page, and I was like, all right. To me, it was like, is bro a photographer?
Yeah.
Or is bro just out here snapping fire pics? Like, like what's going on? And then months down the line, I'm visiting family in Maryland, and I set up a show in Maryland, and you on the show. You performing, we in the same building, and I'm like, all right, like, bro does more than just photo, video.
Facts.
And then I find to believe that you do more than just rap. So it's like, let's talk about the just your music a little bit for a second, man.
So like, I've been making music for a good minute, like ever since I was in middle school. I was really inspired by like Young Lean and like artists like that. Yeah. So like, really my first, my first ever beat I rapped on was a Young Lean Ginseng Strip. And it's on SoundCloud.
Hey,
it's like on my old shit.
That's
and
a fire song.
Yeah,
that's a good little remix.
He loves Young Lean, man.
Hey,
he
come
loves
on,
Young
man.
Lean.
Shout out
Big
Young
time.
Lean.
He's the GOAT, man. I ain't gonna lie. He really, bro, I gotta keep it that. He changed my life, bro. Like, the reason why I say that is because, like, bro, he made me realize that, yo, it's cool to, like, be different. It's cool to be yourself, for real.
Hey,
and,
that's exactly what you was just saying the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
day.
Type
Like,
shit.
like he had that type of effect
I
on
was
people.
saying, man. But here's a question I gotta ask now. Did Young Lean inspire you? Did he bring you closer to like the whole thrifting and like clothes and stuff? Because you know Young Lean had a lot of that inspo with like Arizona and Gatorade and toys, and like just he would be in thrift stores in some of his videos and everything.
I gotta keep it stacked. The people that brought me closer to thrifting was, so DC had this thing called 30 WAP. You feel me? So it's called, like, basically they have like this whole like little underground show setup type thing, right? And then with that, I remember I went to one of their concerts, and this is also around the time I'm listening to Young Lean a lot, right? So I go to one of their concerts, and like they had like people like Risk performing. Like they had a lot of fire people up in there. It was a lot of underground DC artists and shit.
This was a showcase?
It was a showcase, right? And it's called the 30 WAP. You can still find this shit on YouTube. One of the videos is called Trapped in the WAP 3 and Trapped in the WAP 2. Like you can still find this shit, right? So we went out there and all that, and like I saw everybody's clothes and shit, and everybody's older than me. I'm like, young as fuck, right? Everybody's older than me. Niggas was wearing thrifted outfits with the babe and shit. I'm like, bro, like, niggas really be putting that shit on with the babe, you feel me? So I was like, damn, bro, like, thrifting is cool. I remember my mom used to be like, don't tell nobody where you get your clothes from type shit. But then, like, I go outside, I'm like, niggas older than me wearing thrifted shit, and y'all dressing fly as fuck. So I'm like, I bet I'm finna start thrifting, and I don't give a fuck. I'm about to rep that shit. A nigga asked me where I get this from. I'm like, bro, I got this from the thrift, bro. Like, and I just really rep that shit, and I was just being me.
So this was around. So you got introduced into thrifting around the time that you got inspired to start making music.
I would say low key. Like I got
Which
more,
one was first?
Music came first, and then after that, I just embraced thrifting just through like just lifestyle.
This was in PG?
All of this was in PG, but the showcase was in DC.
Okay.
Yeah, New York Ave.
Okay, wow. That's really interesting. So the music came first, then the thrifting, and then
basically like going way back, you know, I was already doing like the VHS shit, so I was filming myself, like, and just filming random videos of myself. I'll go to school and film my friends and shit like that, and I remember my friends would like look hella awkward in the videos because they're like, this fucking freshman has a VHS camera recording seniors and shit. So I looked hella weird doing that, right? So like years later, I basically took the same thing I know from music and like content creation and VHS shit and like this and that. I used all of that stuff that I had and I incorporated it within doing TikToks and shit like that. That's why my TikToks kind of feel like a music video kind of, because it's just like everything just flows very well. And then when y'all hear me talk over the shit, it's like y'all don't hear me talk over it and it feels like it's like I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
It feels
it
together.
flows. It flows. Yeah.
And it's that comes from like the punch-in flow from the DMV artists and all that, which is why my everything I say is like very spot on and it's right after the
right on
other.
time. Yeah,
Like,
I noticed. I noticed you're real precise on the videos, and as a content creator, I picked up on that quick. That you're taking some time. You're not rushing that stuff.
Yeah. And I really like the videos to feel like you're there with me. You know what I mean? Like I really wanted, like, even when I do the nail tech videos or the thrifting videos or the life vlogs or whatever the case is, like I wanted to feel like you came to this video. I want the video to feel like it's your eyes.
You're there,
pretty much. Yeah. So like really, I don't know, bro. It just music and like the videos just mix with each other and it just did well, honestly.
That's fair, man. That's super fair.
Yeah.
So when did you first get heavy on TikTok? Because correct me if I'm wrong, that's where things are going real heavy right now.
Tight shit. So for TikTok, the way I really got big on there was that last year I did a video for the homie Durags USA. So like Durags USA is a small brand out in Florida, right? So like pretty much I've been rocking with him for a good minute. Like he made cover arts for Ski Master, Slump God, like Drowning Designer. He made that cover and stuff like that. So like basically, I've been rocking with him for a minute. He started doing the clothing line. I bought this full zip hoodie off of him. After I bought that full zip hoodie, I made a video about it, and it was like, support your small streetwear brands. You feel me?
Okay.
After I did that, that video skyrocketed. Like,
But this wasn't the first video.
That wasn't my first video.
This was just when things started busting.
That's when, that's literally when I was like, I found my niche, like fashion. At first I was trying to do, this shit was corny. At first I was trying to do life advice. Then I started to do like relationship advice.
That's not corny, man.
It's corny as fuck. Cause like,
I mean, it is if you're young. It's a little weird to give life advice if you're young.
I don't know, man.
Nigga, that shit was corny as fuck, bro.
You know what I like the most about it is, you know, most people are searching to go viral on TikTok, and here you went and supported somebody, and you was just being humble, doing the right thing, trying to actually really support somebody. And then like that, boom, that's how it happens. I mean, last podcast we was talking about that.
It's organic.
That's when it happens.
You want to know what's crazy? Like that song by Sade, Kiss of Life, like Must Have Been an Angel by My Side. Sometimes I really do feel like that's how my life is. Sometimes it's like, sometimes I feel like, I don't mean to like, you know, boost my head up or whatever, but sometimes I feel like at random situations to certain people, I'm just like that random angel that just came and just blessed. And
no doubt.
I dip. And
but it sounds like you've, over a long period of time, have developed enough skills to even put yourself in a position to be a blessing.
So at that point, you this TikTok, you put it up.
Yeah.
It's your homie in Florida.
Yeah.
It starts busting. Yeah. And then you're like, all right, fashion. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So then, what was going through your head at that point? What was next? Where'd you go from there?
So I was like, I bet I'm gonna keep on pushing fashion. I'm like, I got something good on my hands. So like, I just kept on making fashion related content. I started talking about like small streetwear brands I was just finding on Instagram, and I was like, these brands look cool. And I started to realize more and more and more people like those videos. You know what I mean? So then after that, like, I started to incorporate the music within it and all that. Like every video I posted, I made sure that my music was behind it.
Smart.
And then what people would do, they would watch the video, and then after that, they'll hear the song in the background. They'll be like, yo, like, this song's fire. What's the name of the song? Yeah. I'll respond to their comment. I'll be like, it's called Kell from PG, and I'll put the song name and all that. They would search it up on Spotify, Apple Music, and then I started realizing that started picking up traction. So I was like, shit, I can incorporate content creation with my music shit, and then it can all just work, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, bro, I just kept on pushing that out, and then it led me to just more opportunities, more exposure, more life, and more everything. You feel me?
You're marketing genius, man. I mean, to be upfront about it, I mean, you're a great marketer.
Yeah.
And having the skills to actually circle that, it makes sense while you're doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
It does, and I think a lot of people are in a similar situation as you were. In their upbringing, they do a handful of different things, and then they kind of find their niche. And a lot of fans and a lot of supporters, they kind of see that niche. They kind of latch on the niche, and they're missing that whole part of like what kind of brought them to that. So it's cool hearing you kind of say, I used to do this and I used to do that. And now when you kind of look at it, it's like, dang, a lot of your content is kind of like a music video. It's kind of like some of the videos that you were putting out beforehand, and it all kind of blends together. And it's cool that maybe you're not as heavy on the photo and video aspect like you were back then, like hands-on with the camera, but you still are just in your own way that kind of matches your niche. You're still editing videos. You're still putting songs over the videos. You're still advertising your music. I mean, it's sick to hear.
Man, thank you so much, man. I mean, thank y'all so much for recognizing and just realizing all of that, because I don't know, that's important. You feel me? It's just like, it's important just to always be yourself and just do shit that you really like to do. You feel me? And just incorporate that within anything that you like, you know? Like, I feel like sometimes not sometimes, all the time, it's cool to be a geek about the shit that you love.
Absolutely.
It's like,
absolutely.
The more you're a geek about it, the more you could talk about it, the more passionate you are about it, bro. It's like, nigga, like, you can make something out of it. Even if you turn it into a career or not, the fact that you have that passion within you about a specific topic or whatever the case is, that's what makes you cool as fuck. Like, that ass, you feel me?
That's fire.
So, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times, you know, us as creatives tend to be a little more reserved, a little more quiet. Maybe guys had a tougher time in school growing up. You hear that from guys that are creative. So it takes a lot of balls to not only develop the skills, but then put your voice behind it, put your face behind it. So you're a different breed. I mean, when you're a content creator that can then put your face in front of the content, really helps. And very few guys and girls are willing to do that because they're nervous. They feel a certain way. How did you become so comfortable with, you know, voice and stuff or being in front of a camera? What was it for you?
So, like, I mean, when you talk about school and basically not being like the most coolest or whatever the case is, like even for me when I was in school, I was very quiet because I had like an older brother. So like my older brother had friends, and like his friends were automatically my friends because I was the quiet little nigga that would be around type shit. So they just automatically rock with me. And then like, so I was never very outspoken. I never really spoke my opinion about
you
a
was
lot
just
of
like
shit.
around.
I was just around.
You was just like third wheel type situation.
Shit. So like I was always like that, you feel me? And it was, and I've always looked at it like I've always wanted people to like know about me. I always wanted people to know who I am, what goes on in my mind, and understand my interests. Not too many people did that, right? So like as I started doing music, and I realized that, oh shit, people listen to my music. People have some type of interest as me, things like that, you feel me? When it came down to doing the TikToks, at first I was like, I ain't gonna use my voice, you feel me? Like, but then I was like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, I made music. They gonna hear my voice regardless, bro. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start using my voice for these videos. And like, I started paying attention to other content creators like C. Roy and like people like that, and they will use their voice. And I was like, fuck it, bro. I can use my voice too, and like do shit like that. And I feel like people appreciate the voice a little bit more. You know what I mean? They appreciate that interaction.
Brings them in a little bit. It's more personal. Man, you was telling me to do TikTok. Before you was even like super busting on TikTok.
Tight shit.
And my ass didn't listen to you, man. I'm just now fucking doing that shit. But I remember you was telling me like, yo, your content's sick. You were like, get on the TikTok wave, bro. You're like, it's going up.
You had some crazy videos, dude. Like, bro. You don't know how crazy it is. I was scrolling on TikTok. I was on the For You page, and I saw like a nigga do a kickflip into the crowd and shit. And I was like, hold on. I was like, wait a minute, bro. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, bro. This shit hard. And then I go on the page, and then it's like shit about you and all that. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, this is good content.
Oh, that was
here.
What it was. Yeah. You told me, you were like, bro, put that shit on.
Tight shit.
Like, yo.
I was like, there's some good content right here, because the thing is like, bro, you know there's a lot of kids on TikTok that are like scared to go to concerts and shit. They're like, no, I'm scared of mosh pits. And it's just like, nigga, that shit fun as fuck for real. like dead ass. Like, there's a lot of kids that like, they will see your video and be like, bro, I'm scared of going to mosh pits. But then like seeing a video like that and seeing how fun it is, it might open up another door for like that kid, because like, you never know, bro. Like, man,
speaking of that, I wanted to talk to you about this, man. You're talking about, you know, people being scared of something and kind of the internet maybe bringing people closer to that topic, man. I really wanted to talk about how there's probably, I can only assume, there's a lot of motherfuckers who are scared to paint their nails. And you be going super hard with that, bro. And I just wanted to talk about how that kind of, because you got some crazy, it's not just like you paint them one color, like you going in with it. And I feel like that's a big part of your content is when you be showing pieces to the camera and you be interviewing these nail techs. I feel like nails are a big thing for you.
Yeah,
facts. And I know a lot of people may not be super comfortable doing something like that, or not really know where to start with that, or not really know where to go or what colors, and kind of want to dabble on that a little bit.
I mean, like, for real, with the nails, I don't know if y'all can see them, but like with the nails and all that, it's kind of like, really for me, it's a fashion piece, bro. It's like putting on a piece of clothing, like, or like getting a haircut or doing things like that. You feel me? It's like, there's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to be you don't have to have a sexual preference in order to like get your nails painted. You don't have to like look a certain type of way. You don't have to be a certain type of way. Now, I know some people grow up in houses where it's like, bro, you can't paint your nails because your parents be on your ass. You feel me? But like, you don't have to do what I do, where it's like every nail is painted. But like, if you want to like to get like a smiley face on one nail, do that shit, bro. Like, I look at it like, bro, treat yourself like a GTA character, bro. You hop on GTA, you put the painted hair inside your character. You feel me? You put people get face tats and shit. Get face tats if you want to. It doesn't matter. That's your life. You feel me? But like, you get the tattoos, you get the this, you get the that. You feel me? It's like shit like that. It's like you're a customized character, bro. Like, you can literally do anything you want to do in your life, bro. So like, really treat it like that. Now, if we're talking about confidence and shit, bro, honestly, that's just a life thing, bro. You gotta have confidence with everything that you do. Like, it's just as simple as that. Like I just have the confidence to paint my nails, and like, my girl, she was the first one to do it for me. You feel me? So like, she was like, hey, you want to do a design on your nails? I was like, bet, let's do it. She cut down my nails. She did the design. I was like, this shit's fire. After that, like she did it for a whole year, and I was getting judged on TikTok. Like deadass, I lost a significant amount of followers, roughly over 1,000, more than 1,000 followers just for painting my nails. Like, and I watched the follower count go down. Like deadass.
People were like in the comments talking about it.
People were in the comments talking about it. They were like, "It's a zest fest." I'll go on TikTok live, and like, bro, the amount of zesty comments I got was insane. Damn. You feel me? But at the same time, I looked at it, I was like, bro, my girlfriend painted my nails. You feel me? Like, most of y'all don't even got a girlfriend. Y'all don't even talk to girls in real life. Like, nah, deadass, I'm looking at it like, bro, you don't talk to girls in real life. Like, you don't got no girl. You don't got girls on your line. You don't do none of that. But you're on TikTok typing away like, bro, it's a zest fest. Bro got his nails painted. Like,
it's very backwards.
Yeah, it's very backwards. So I was looking at that. I was like, bro, honestly, y'all can't really talk crazy about me because it's like my nigga, like, bro, so you feel me? Like, I got my nails painted, but so like it doesn't matter.
And then what? You said fuck it and double down and start doing nail shop videos, and then they going crazy for you. So
shout out to Nikki Nails, bro. Like, shout out to her because she's my like official nail tech right now. And pretty much like, yeah, bro, she does all my nail design. She even did this design for me right here. And she's just crazy fire with it. And like, I did my first ever DMV Nail Techs You Should Know About video with her. And that spiraled like a whole bunch of new shit. And like nail techs hitting me up like, yo, come to me to like do a review, different things like that. And yeah, so shout out to her because of her, a lot of people's nail tech businesses have skyrocketed and done well, and like a lot more people have been getting clientele, and I feel like it gives people hope that like, yo, even though I'm a small nail tech, I can still gain a following, I can still get clientele, and I can still fucking get money and like still have fun and do something I genuinely like to do. So like
100%.
Yeah, like it's cool to be able to do shit like that, especially because I never thought ever in my life I'll be shouting out a nail tech and people care and give a fuck about it, you know what I mean? So it's cool to be able to do what I do and help people out.
Man, I love it, bro.
Tight
I've
shit.
seen you skyrocket, man. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, man, around the time I met you, you were doing decent on TikTok, but your Instagram, you had less than 10K.
Yeah,
man, matter of fact, I remember when you hit 10K, and then
shit.
It just went crazy from there, bro. Like, it took you a while to hit 10K.
Yeah.
But then you went from 10 to 50 in a matter of months, bro.
Yeah, I hit 10K.
That's crazy.
I hit 10K in January. So like around that time I hit 10K.
And you at what now? 55?
55.
What you on TikTok?
TikTok, I'm at 280,000 around that area. Yeah.
Let's go.
This shit's crazy.
What's that? You know, what's that feel like? Because a lot of people aspire to see those type of views, see those type of followers.
Yeah.
How do you see that type of reward and not only remain humble and keep helping people, but how do you stay motivated then to keep like one-upping yourself after that?
Dude, it's amazing, especially like having people come up to you in person. Like, and the thing is, you got to realize that I used to not get that as often. Like I got it sometimes if I went to a concert, but like now I'll go to a thrift store and like somebody's mom would recognize me, which is actually pretty cool. It's it's different as fuck. But like, and then I went to the golf store recently and like some dude recognized me in line and he like literally left his spot. He was in the front of the line. He left his spot in line to like come to the back and like talk to me and just like
in New York.
Nah, this was in
DC.
the pop-up in DC.
Yeah.
So like he literally left his spot and like talked to me in line and shit like that. And then like it's just it's different. How do you keep yourself motivated about it? Like it's all up to you, honestly. Like cause don't get it twisted, like with you pay attention to views a little bit more and shit like that. And I feel like that could be stressful. It's like owning a store and then paying attention to sales. And it's just like, you was booming this month, but then now this month it's like, but then you have to put in your mind like, okay, probably like they just not messing with these type of videos. I might have to spice it up or I might have to do this or I might have to do that. And it's just like, you got to keep on pushing yourself. Like the views are going to come, but always stay authentic to yourself. Like always be 100 with yourself and just make shit that's fun to you. Because if you're making shit that's fun to you, you're gonna have fun doing it, regardless if you're getting hella views or not, type shit. So that's kind of like how I look at it as like, don't let the views create you. Just have fun.
Nah,
with the
that's
shit
great. It's great advice, man. Great advice.
A lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool, just especially seeing somebody of your success say that out loud, because I feel like a lot of people who maybe haven't found the success that they want out of their careers will say that, and people around them have a hard time listening to them because they're like, oh, well, who are you for me to listen to? You know, you don't even got clout like that or money like that or whatever. But you know, it's a pattern, man. You see a lot of people with money, with clout, you know, really speak on happiness and doing what you love and like staying true to yourself, and like that's a real thing. So like I appreciate you for doing that, because that's beautiful, man.
Nah, yeah, it is, man. Honestly, because I know everybody be going through some shit. Like everybody want to be like big and popping and all that, but like at the end of the day, like you're gonna become big and popping when you do shit for yourself and you're just having fun with doing it, and it's authentic to you, and you can recreate this product so many times because it's you. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to do shit that you feel like another person might like, or like might get more views, or might get more this or that type shit, you're not gonna grow as much. Or that one video might blow up, but then after that you can't repeat
how you
this
sustain it
because you're trying to like do shit that like you think other people would like.
You're kind of like under like the mercy of them, as opposed to being like under the mercy of you. If you're doing something that's true to you, you can do it more often. You're more passionate about it. It's closer to you. You can bring it to life more, you know. But if you're trying to do something that someone else fucks with, what happens if tomorrow they don't fuck with that no more?
Yeah, exactly.
Then it's like, now what do you do?
That's how it works,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
That's how it works. Yeah.
I feel like you get that when you watch your videos, though. Like you feel welcome to watch them, if that's a way to put it. You know, like you feel it feels genuine watching it. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing seems out of pocket or out of character. It really feels like you.
Yeah,
you know? It does feel like I'm just watching you do you, as opposed to you do you for me.
Nah, that's lit. That like, y'all pay attention to all of that shit. Honestly, it's extremely cool. Like, and even like, for example, even like when it comes down to like, even with music, like I don't have like the most craziest like hardcore music ever type shit. Like some of my songs are very like nice and just like cool and just a vibe and shit like that. Like I got songs like this one song called Fairy or like Face or different things like that.
Face joint's hard.
Face is crazy, yeah. Like we got Famous Dex
on the Famous Dex feature,
on
man.
the remix and all that. Which
that's hard.
Yeah, like dude, honestly, like even with that, it's like getting those opportunities, like it all comes back down to like with the help of TikTok, with the help of being authentic, with the help of like being confident, and with the help of just trusting your gut and trusting your own like self. You feel me? Like even when I made that song, and then I remember I was gonna post it out, like so like the way that song even came about, right? Like I made that shit, whatever. It's a true story. Like if you read that, if you listen to that shit, it's like everything in there is true as fuck. Like all that shit really happened. You feel me? And then like so pretty much I made the song. After that I was gonna post that shit out, but then I was rushing to post it out. Like I remember I was in my car, I was driving, I was trying to post up the song on SoundCloud, I was trying to do all of that, and I was just like, bro, slow down, bro. Like have some patience, you feel me? Like, cause you ain't even got like the post ready, you don't got your caption ready, you trying to drive down the street and you doing all this. And I was just like, slow down. Like you about to go to New York soon. Post it up while you're in New York, like that way you're roaming New York and then your song is out, people are listening to it. Also around the time I had a show with Famous Dex in Miami, you feel me? I didn't post out the flyer to that yet, so like so like I waited to post out the flyer for that. So I was in New York, I was with my girl, I posted up the song, right? And then like after I posted up the song, I tagged like Famous Dex and all that, like I did all that shit, right?
In the flyer.
Yeah, on the flyer. And then after that, he saw the post for the Face song, right? Because I attached all that shit together. He saw that shit, immediately DM'd me, right? And he was like, bro, this song is amazing, bro. Like, I got to get on the remix, bro. Like, this shit is fire. Like, you're next level. So, like, he's like, I'm like, bet, bro. Like, I'm walking through the New York streets, like I'm telling my girl, I'm like, yo, Favors that. You feel me? Like, and then after that, like, he was like, bro, what's your number? Like, we got to tap in with each other and all that. Like, but I need that song and all that, right? So after that, the song is really just 1 minute long. It's like 1 minute and 30 seconds, you feel me? And I finished the whole song off. So I had to hit up the homie Andy G. Foreign, which is also my DJ and also my best friend, you feel me? I hit him up. I was like, bro, you got to extend this song because I'm not home to do it. I went on YouTube. I found the beat. And then after that, I got my verse. I sent it to my DJ. Boom, he mixed everything up. He made it longer for Dex to rap on it and all that. Told Dex the song is ready for him. After that, he gave me his number. I texted him. I was like, yo, the song's ready. Boom, sent him the song. He FaceTimes me immediately, right? When he FaceTimes me, I'm still walking down the street. Me and my girl were going to the Museum of Ice Cream, right? Damn. So, like, I'm walking down the street. And, like, dude, this is heavy details, bro. Like, I'm walking down the streets of New York, like, yo, like, what's good, bro? Like, he's like, bro, like, how the fuck you even come up with that song, bro? That song's amazing. I'm like, bro, like, I just be rapping about life for real. And then, like, we just rapping each other up and all that. And then, like, he basically told me, like, he was like, bro, keep being yourself. Like, you're like, like, keep being you, bro. Like, your shit is fire. You next up, all of that, right? And then after that, like, yeah, bro, we take a picture on FaceTime. He posts that shit up. He tags me and shit. And
that's where I seen it first.
And I reposted on my story. Immediately, my DMs were flooded. Like, I feel like that's my first time my DMs have ever been that flooded. Like, everybody's like, congratulations. Like, yo, you going up, you going crazy, you going this, you going that. You feel me? I'm like, damn, bro, this shit's insane. The streams to the song immediately skyrocket. You feel me? Yeah. And then, like, everything just went well, bro.
And this was all before the show.
Before the show.
Did the show happen?
The show actually did not happen because Famous Dex had like court issues and things like that. So the show was supposed to happen in March of 2023. You feel me? This is all in December. You feel me? Okay. So we had to wait until March for the show to happen, but then he ended up having court issues. All that different type of stuff happened. And then, like, yeah, bro, it just never happened. We still talk here and there and shit like that.
But
and
the song's out.
The song's out. Yeah, the song's out. Everything good.
I was just going to ask if y'all performed it together at the show.
We never got to perform it. We never got to perform it, and that shit sucked and all that. But
within due time, for sure, though.
Due time,
shout out to Dex, man, because he's kind of got he's, you know, built up a reputation over years on supporting people in that way, you know? Like, he's the type of guy that will work with, you know, undiscovered videographers and put people on. Like Dex has always kind of been one of them guys, like you're saying. From what I've seen, the guy's shown a lot of love to people that, you know, a lot of those industry guys, they don't.
I feel like he'll just fuck with you if he fucks with you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
A lot of people ain't on that kind of time.
Man, barely anybody's on that type of time. Even if you're nice with it, dudes still don't even want to be on that time. It takes a different type of character to actually support people. You know, and that's why I said something to you as soon as the interview jumped off. Sometimes it takes people till their 30s or 40s to figure that out, and you're a young guy and have figured that out. So all it's going to do is just catapult you even further for having that outlook. But
honestly, for me, I feel like also it's just like my charm also got me into a lot of places and all that. You feel me? Like being able to work with, like, I worked with a lot of artists, especially a lot of artists around the DMV. Like, for example, Lil Dude and Gunu and Lil Gray and people like that. You feel me?
Rest in peace, Gunu.
Yeah, rest in peace to Gunu. Like, as different as I always been, you feel me? Like, and not in no corny way, but like just not really fitting in with like what everybody else around me was on type shit. Those dudes really like showed a lot of love, and they really fucked with my.
That's good to hear, because the DMV is as a notorious like horrible reputation. It seems like outside of the DMV, where we always fighting each other, we always beefing, we don't want to work together. So like, that's cool to hear that from somebody. Like, what's it like when you tell somebody that's not from here that you're a DMV artist? You feel good about telling people that?
The shit's lit, honestly. Like, honestly, I really, that's why it's in my name, PG. You feel me? Like, you gotta, honestly, like, the DMV really builds character. You know what I mean? It really, like, we really have our own slang. We have our own style. We have our own way that we carry ourselves. Like, and in different areas, too, like, DC is, like, a completely different area from how Baltimore operates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same thing with Virginia, and same thing with like even PG County, and like even Montgomery County, and all those different places carry themselves very, very differently. You feel me? But it's like, being from the DMV, we all kind of have that same kind of interest. We have that same type of, I want to call it like, we have confidence. A lot of people out here have a lot of good confidence. A lot of people out here really know what they like, and they really know what they dislike. You feel me? And they gonna let you know when they dislike some shit. Like, they might roast you on it, so it might be low key, and you might not even catch it at first. But like, they gonna let you know if they not rocking with some shit. So like, it's always cool to like be able to be from out here and rep that shit. You feel me? Like,
you rep it hard.
Yeah, you gotta rep that shit.
Have you done too many? I haven't even seen too many videos of yours that haven't even been in the DMV.
Type shit.
You do a lot of stores in the DMV. Like, how many other states and places you've been to?
So I've been to Cali. Cali's one of my favorite places.
Okay, I've seen you do some content in Cali, a little bit in New York.
That's just like fucking. That's literally GTA, bro. Like that shit's amazing.
Everybody says that, and I'm like, well, it is.
It is, bro. Like it's like really freedom and like just everything just feels free out there. But like I did some content in New York. I did some content in Tampa, Florida when I went with the homie Andy.
Oh yeah, y'all had a show out there.
Yeah, he had a show out there. He was DJing for a valet and like he was out there with the homie Santiago Perp and stuff.
Shout out Santiago.
Yeah. That shit was lit. It was cool. We did some stores out there. And we did some, I don't know if I did Miami, but like, yeah.
So when you be traveling for shows or whatever, you kind of make it a point to kind of knock out some content as
it's
well
not even
when you're out
content,
there.
it's lifestyle.
It's lifestyle.
That's
so
the
just
thing.
what you be up to.
Yeah, it's like,
that's hard.
Bro, honestly,
hard.
before I was doing TikTok, me and the homies, we used to go to these stores and just shop there. Like, those are the places we really shop from, you feel me? So it's like, even before pulling out a camera, we looking through the clothes first, you feel me? And even still when I, like, do videos and all that, before I pull out my camera, I gotta look through everything out here. Like, I'm not just gonna come here and do a video.
You're not
like,
going to these stores just to film shit. You at these stores already.
Type shit. I'm already at these stores, and I'm just, boom, I come up in there, and I look through the shit, and I really just embrace what they have, and, like,
that's real.
Then I'll pull out my camera and start doing a video from there, type shit. And
that's super real. I see a lot on TikTok where it be seeming like people be going places just to film.
Absolutely.
You know, people be hitting the gym. It almost look like sometimes just to put up the camera real quick, get a little workout in, and come back, have some content. I don't know, man. You know, so that's cool that you keeping it real, and that this was something that you was doing heavy before the media, before the followers, before the views.
Facts.
I like that, man. I gotta ask though. I feel like everyone watching, I'm sure you've explained it before, but the whole quote, you know, is pretty fire. Where does that come from?
I was
we gotta know, too, man.
The thing is with me, when I talk, I say the same shit a lot. You feel me? So like, I'll probably say you feel me 1,000,000 times up in here. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if the comment section's like a bunch of you feel me's or whatever. But yeah, like when it came down to It's Pretty Fire, like I made one video of basically me like talking about everything in my room, right? And then I kept on saying it's pretty fire, right? It wasn't often though, like I didn't think it was gonna catch on. I was just like, bro, I got this and it's pretty fire.
You wasn't doing it on purpose.
I wasn't doing it on purpose.
You just had something that's fire and you was just like, and this is pretty fire.
Yeah,
you just kept doing
shit. And then like people recognize that and then they start commenting that in the comment section, right? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, why the fuck does everybody keep on saying it's pretty fire, bro? Like I'm actually surprised about it, right? But now I was just like, bro, I think I got something with this, right? So then my next video, I was like, let me try this shit out again. Boom. I was saying, I got this and it's pretty fire. I got this and it's pretty fire. People love that shit, right? So after that, like, I go on live. People are just commenting, it's pretty fire. I go on my Instagram. People are DMing me just saying it's pretty fire. Like, I post up a story on my IG. People respond to the story saying it's pretty fire. And then, like, after that, I was just like, bro, like, it's pretty fire, honestly.
You got a song called or an album that's called It's Pretty Fire.
It was only right. Yeah, like I was going through different names of like my album, like the album It's Pretty Fire.
Is that the album that Face is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going through different names with it. Like I didn't really know what to like really call it type shit. So I was just like, I was like, bro, it's only right if I call it It's Pretty Fire. I feel like that's a staple piece of like who I am and like what people recognize me for. And it's like, bro,
I mean, back to what I was saying. Your marketing genius is unbelievable because people was almost trying to pick at you, right, man? He says the same thing. He says the same thing, but then you're like, all right, let me keep saying the same thing and be known for that. And instead of like putting your tail between your legs and be, oh, I can't say that no more. You're like, all right, I'm gonna roll with it, and it works in your favor.
That's the thing, though. It's like, I was being myself in the video. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to portray like a content creator. I wasn't trying to portray a dude that was trying to come up with a catchphrase or anything like that. It just happened, and then I realized that, okay, people are either making fun of this or people like it a lot. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I was just like, fuck it, bro. Like, I'm just go along with it and just do my thing. It's like, yeah. And then I guess even if it went from something that was a joke to some people, it turned into something that was actually pretty fire, you feel me? Because they're watching these items and they're watching these videos and they're watching all of this shit and they're like, actually, I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty fire, you feel me? And then they just went from there. So like it just happened, honestly. I couldn't even really break down the elements of everything.
I mean, that's usually how a lot of shit happens. It just happens organically.
Yeah.
And
organically and being okay with being yourself.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. It's hard to be okay being yourself for a lot of people. And you're a great example of showing you get some real results if you be yourself and stay
always
true
be
to
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Man, what's next for you, man? Whether it's the camera, the music, the TikToks, just what's next for Kell?
So just more music. I got this new song called Bad Case. Literally, it should be out by the time this interview is out and all that. So just more music, more content coming out and all that. And honestly, like really for 2024, my biggest goal is to go on tour. You feel me? I don't know how big I'm gonna be in 2024. I don't know how big I'm gonna be.
As a rapper going tour.
Yeah, as a rapper.
Okay.
Like not off no content creator shit, because I feel like if I go on tour off content, like that'll kind of be like a bit hard. But like, rapper shit, yeah, bro. I really want to go on tour for that, and I really just want to make that shit happen. And like, I look at it like I talked about it on my live. You feel me? Like I was just manifesting it with like the people that was up in that joint, and I was like, even if I have 10 people at a show or whatever the case is, fuck it, bro. We're gonna rock out. If I have 100 people at a show, fuck it, we're gonna rock out. If we have 100,000 people at a show, we still gonna rock out. You feel me? Because I just always wanted to do some shit like that. And then of course have my homie Andy G Foreign on the DJ mix and all that, and we're just doing lit shit.
Shout out Andy, we got him over here in the corner.
We got the homie up in here. So,
legend.
Yeah, we just gotta manifest that shit. And like all the people that's watching, y'all see this shit on the camera, bro. Y'all can replay this joint after it comes out. Play it at the end of 2024. If I didn't make this shit happen, fuck it, 2025 we're coming back at it. I'm not giving up until I go on tour, and that shit is full.
Real.
For me. I'm not giving up, bro.
I fuck with it. Let's go.
Tell you shit. So like, pretty much that's next for me. Like, just a bunch of that. Still doing my content shit. You know, of course, still shouting out the stores, the small businesses, the nail techs, all of those people, because you know I love showing love and I love helping people out. But yeah, other than that, that's the main focus. Just everything I was doing now, but more amplified for next year, pretty much. And yeah,
that's what's up. Man, we appreciate you making the trip. No, it wasn't a long trip for you, so that's cool that you were that you was close, man. And before we get off, this man showed up early.
Hey,
this man showed up early. Nobody has ever shown up early ever, so that's how you know he's
nobody
a real
showed
one.
up early anywhere ever,
Anywhere.
not just here.
Anywhere.
It's this man is the first person alive to show up anywhere early,
that's how you know something good's gonna happen.
That's crazy. Honestly, my girl's gonna see this and she's gonna be mad as hell because I'm late to almost everything we do. You feel me? Like literally everything. But like, nah, bro. I'm trying my best. You feel me? I be doing my thing. So like, nah. Shout out to y'all for even having me come through here and just like honestly just be here, like really be here. Like it's amazing and it's a blessing to be out here. So thank y'all so much.
Hey man, before we go up, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Was the interview pretty fire?
Hey yo, this nigga funny as hell, bro. He had to put that in. That's crazy. Now I gotta say it. It's pretty fire, not gonna lie, man. Thank y'all so much.
Appreciate you.